Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this first ever webinar for the program that we're going to be introducing to you. And yes, we are going to show you, anyone and everyone, how you can, in fact, get paid to do nothing. Now, first off, I want to emphasize, and I can't emphasize this enough, this is by invitation only. Nobody has their own website from the company. People have made sites themselves to invite people in different ways, but there is no company website. So again, this is by invitation only. Next thing I want to emphasize, it's not free. It is not free. To get involved with this program, it will take some money. There's a number of different packages, and I will explain those to you here in a bit. There is no sponsoring required. People can and will be able to make money with zero referrals, zero spillover, no team whatsoever, and you'll get paid. Everybody gets paid weekly. So yes, we will in fact have people being able to say, I did nothing and I still got paid. Now there's a reason why I'm excited about this, and we're going to explain that as we go through this presentation. What we're talking about here is Crypto 888 Club. Now, why is it 888 instead of 777? Cryptocurrencies are huge in Asia, all throughout Asia. And in Asia, 8 is the lucky number, not 7 like it is in America and a lot of the casinos that you see. If you think back to the Olympics that were held in Beijing in 2008, the starting time of the Olympics was not random. They started the Olympics on August 8th of 2008, which is 888. Crypto Club does in fact make their money from cryptocurrencies and sports betting. The company has 1,000 sports betting shops, mostly in Eastern Europe, and they have professional athletes, professional gamblers, analysts, software engineers, all ensuring that these profits continue to happen. They're already happening. You just don't get 1,000 betting shops, by snapping the fingers. And the company is going to share 80% of the profits made each week with the club members. Notice I didn't say with the club members who got 5 referrals or with the club members who have built a team of thousands of people. The profits being shared has nothing to do with your ability or inability to sell, share, recruit, or any other term. 100% of the members who buy packages are paid weekly. Now, for those of you who do want more, and one of the things that we'll find out is people may start initially for passive, and then when they start making a few bucks without doing anything, they will start to tell others. But for those who do want to tell one person or 2 people, or go out and tell a whole bunch of people, there are other ways to get paid in addition to the do-nothing portion, as I like to call it. Now, first off, I did say this is not a free program. It is a one-time payment program. There's nothing out of pocket after your first-time expense. If you don't want to, you can always buy more later. We have the starter package, trainee package, basic package, premium package, and the pro package, starting at 150 euro all the way up to 5,050, and we still have 1 or 2 VIP packages left that are 10,000. And again, that is limited time. Once they are gone, I will remove these slides from the presentation. Now, the starter package, I'm going to go through these kind of quick because I really want to get to the Q&A. Most of you have seen a video presentation already. All of these packages include digital chips that they use for the sports betting, the business volume, and as you get bigger packages, your percentage of the profits also increase, and your binary cap also increases. So with the starter package, you can make up to 1,000 euros a week. With the training package, you're getting 350 chips and volume. You're up to 30%, and you're capped at 3,000 a week. Basic package, 800 chips, 800 volume, 40% cap, and your binary, you're looking at 5,000 euros a week. Again, that doesn't mean you're going to get that. That just means you're capped with just that portion. You're going to see a little bit later. Premium package, digital chips, 2,500. Same with the volume. You're maxed with the profits, and then your binary cap is 15,000. The Pro package is where you have the best value, where you're getting chips for every single euro or dollar spent. Euros and dollars are almost the same right now. The business volume, you get the full 5,000. You max out the bonus profits at 60%. They go as low as 20% up to 60%, and your binary cap is 30,000. Now, if you're one of the people to get one of the last VIP packages, you get the same 5,000 chips that you do with the Pro package. The volume goes up to 6,000. You're still at 60%. Your cap for the binary is 50,000 euros weekly, but you also get 1,000 octacoins right away, and that's already going to be in your database on your computer. And there's the part that I really like, because whether you love gambling or hate gambling or what have you, I've never seen a casino lose money. And there's a new casino coming out, and you'll be able to get 5,000 shares in that casino. They don't word it this way, but I can kind of think it's like being part owner in one. Now, the owner does, in fact, have 1,000 betting shops and 3 casinos, mostly in Eastern Europe. His name's Alexander Romanov, and he has a vision to build not only the best casino and sportsbook site online, but at the same time building a brand new cryptocurrency in a way that's never done before. And we have a special guest on tonight that's going to be able to kind of give you a little bit more insight on those currencies. So how is this going to make you money? How are we going to make it rain money? For those of you, again, who want to do a little bit more than nothing, we have our retail bonuses. Every single package that you sell, refer, sell, promote, whatever term you want to throw in there, you make 5% on all of your personal retail sales. Anybody that they refer, excuse me, second generation is 3%, third generation is 2%. Now, the one thing I want to make sure you understand here with retail, there is no limits. And when you start to realize is when you refer one person one time, when you start to understand the 50% replay, they're going to be making purchases every single week from their profits and commissions. One person is going to pay you weekly. And if they got one, that's going to pay you weekly. All right, so there are no limits or caps on how much you can make on the retails weekly. There's a team building bonus. Most people refer to it as a binary style payout. It also pays weekly. And it's really easy to figure out this binary is you have a left team and a right team, or some people like to call it team A and team B. It doesn't matter what you call it. Just know whatever your smaller team is, and if they're both the same size, then it doesn't matter. but you get 10% of the entire volume. If you got one leg that's down 3,000 levels and it's your small level, it's your smaller team, you get 10% every week of the entire volume up to whatever your cap is. And again, those caps go from 1,000 to 50,000 per week, and that's euro. Matching bonuses. Everybody that you refer or sell a package to, whether they are pro or trainee or VIP, does not matter. You match their income by 5%. You match their binary, you match their retail sales. The only thing you don't match is you don't match their matches. Now, everybody they refer, you match their income, their profits for the week, their binary money if they're active there, their everything that they make except matches, you're getting a 10% bonus. Third generation, we're going to bump that up to 15%. And again, on matches, there are no limits. And yes, if you get one who gets one who gets one, you're going to match your referral 5%, their referral 10%, and their referral 15%. So remember, I mentioned this here a little bit before. Everybody, since everybody's making money, at least on the weekly profits, and those who are referring other people are also making team building commissions and retail sales bonuses and matching bonuses, people, it defaults to 50%. Many people will choose to go ahead and have it go at 100% to build their accounts up quicker, but it is up to you. It's either 50% or 100%. It's set up 50% initially, but those repurchases count as more sales as retail sales. Those retail sales count towards your binary volume. Those binary volumes and retail sales also generate matches. Hello? All replays count as new retail sales. All retail sales generate volume in binary, 3 generations of sales bonuses, and 3 generations of matching bonuses. So think about this for a second. If you really do tell nobody, your income grows each week because you get commissions, and then boom, 50% of that minimum is going to buy more chips to put more into play. And so whether you tell people or not, your income is growing. Now, let's say you do build a team, and 3 months from now, for whatever reason, it just stops growing. Nobody else is joining. Nobody else is referring, which isn't going to be a case, but I'm just showing you an extreme example here. If your entire team just stops dead in its tracks, you still have new sales every week, and your retail bonuses, they're growing. Your team's not getting any bigger. If you say have 100 people on your team and they stop growing, your retail bonuses are growing. Your team building bonuses, they're growing. Your matching bonuses are growing every week, even though your team is still sitting at 100 or whatever the number is. So here's the part where I like to explain to people here. When you tell somebody, hey, I have program XYZ, and all you have to do to get paid is make one sale. And people say, the S word, I can't sell anything. Or I don't know anybody who, yeah, I can make a sale, but I don't know anybody else who can make a sale. If you say just one, they're not willing to tell their friends. They don't tell the people that they know on the internet. They don't post links on Facebook. They won't even tell the people that they know at church, when all they have to do to qualify to get paid is just one. But you tell people, the masses, the majority of the people, if you say, hey, I have this program and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to tell anybody in order to make money. And you start to hear this comment, I know lots of people who will do nothing. And those people come in and they will say the same thing. They won't get one person. You tell them they have to get one, they're the same thing. They're not going to get one. Tell them that they don't have to get anybody. Oh, I know lots of people who will do nothing, and all that nothing becomes something. Now these people who wouldn't join your programs where they had to get one or two people, now that they don't need anybody, they want to go out and get 10 or 15, or they start to hold meetings. They're bringing people to calls. They're building business cards. They're getting active on websites. They are telling anybody and everybody that say, hey, come join us. You don't have to do anything. And here's the kicker. When people start making money for doing nothing at all, you can't shut them up, nor would you want to. So with Crypto 888 Club, start now. Ask somebody who invited you here, tell them you want to be invited. Now, if you want the VIP experience, it is urgent you get with whoever invited you tonight and let them know that you need to get in the system right away, because within the next 48 hours, if not the next 48 minutes, that option is not going to be there. And hey, we look forward to welcoming you to our club, not company, not money-making scheme, not program. This is our Crypto 888 Club, private invitation only, not free. I'm going to see if our guest is here. Hold on just a second. And okay. All right, Rocco, can you hear me okay? Let me make sure I got you unmuted. Rocco, you there?
I'm here, man.
Okay, you're really light, Rocco. If you could speak up a little bit. Before we get to the Q&A portion here, I would like you to kind of cover a little bit about your experience with cryptocurrencies and kind of go over that a little bit on the crypto side here. Then we'll start taking some questions from our guests.
You bet, Van. Is that volume better?
Yeah, much better. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rocco DiBenedetto.
Thank you for inviting me here, Van. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'd love to get into that cryptocurrency. And there's something that you mentioned earlier, two things that I want to mention. The first thing is you said the 888. It's a lucky number in Asia, and it is. And for the past years, there have been multiple models like this that they mix the cryptocurrency with a bonus plan. And I've been actually watching them for quite some time. I've never engaged in them. I work with a large Asian community, and nothing really satisfied me there. I actually entered a couple of others and wasn't satisfied there either for multiple reasons. Mainly the fact that for a cryptocurrency to be a cryptocurrency, it needs to be run on an encrypted script, or these scripts that run these cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin, like Litecoin. If someone tells you they have a cryptocurrency, but yet they don't display the source code to the public, or they don't have a blockchain where you can see all of the transactions occurring in real time, or even if they don't have downloadable wallets where the coins are not in your possession, it's really hard to grasp whether there's really a coin there or not. Our coin will be open source to the public. Anyone can mine it from anywhere in the world. They don't have to be a club member. It's open to the public the way it should be. There'll be a public blockchain. We'll be using block explorers, so all of the transactions will be visible. Again, anyone can mine the coin. And the name of the website is octacoin.com. You can take a look at it. They're just getting ready to put the systems live on the 20th of April. And when you go there and the site is live, you'll be able to easily download a free wallet. Now, once you download that wallet to your device, those coins then are in your possession When you receive your Octacoins, they're in your possession. You can trade them, you can keep them, you can do whatever you want with them. They're in your possession. And this is the first model that I've ever seen that actually does that. And there's nothing like getting in on the ground floor of a brand new coin. So with that, you know, we have something that truly I've never seen before. If anybody else has seen it before, be really cautious and make sure that it's actually, you know, there's a script in place, there's a blockchain in place, that there's a wallet in place. And we really have that here. So we're in on the ground floor of it, and makes us very, very unique. When you couple this with the sports betting, it just completely puts it over the top. And that, of course, as Van said, if you're going to invite some people or build a team, now you're really looking at engaging with the bonus plan. That bonus plan is on top of the weekly rewards that are created from sports betting, and it's, you know, also independent of the cryptocurrency itself. One thing that Dan didn't mention earlier, as he went through the packages, whichever package you purchase, those digital chips, and again, digital chips not to be confused with the actual cryptocurrency called Octacoin. The digital chips that are in the packages are put into play for a period of 26 weeks. During that 26-week period Van mentioned, there's a minimum of a 50% replay, which in turn creates new sales, not only weekly, but I have people already on my team purchasing additional chips on a daily basis because they're earning that money right now. So that's really important. Now, at the end of this 26-week period, when your initial package purchase has gone through the 26-week cycle, the amount of the package that you've purchased, whether it's a 150, a 1,000, or a 5,000, you will be given the equivalent amount in value of that product purchase in Octacoin. The Octacoin is then put into your wallet for you to do whatever you want with. At that point, you can hold them, you can trade them, you can sell them, you can do it all. It's just a real currency. So it kind of makes it almost you know, an amazing model where that startup cost in essence is coming back to you in 26 weeks. And keep in mind, you had a daily replay or a weekly replay for those 26 weeks. So you still have skin in the game at the end of that 26-week period when you get your Octacoin back, which makes this truly unique and amazing. Van, is there anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, while you were mentioning those, they can actually see the website right now. They're at the Octacoin.com site, and then I've also showed them while you were talking the Crypto888.club, where they can see the countdown of the clock. Now, I also showed here in our Facebook group, I said we're going to have a Q&A, cash prizes, and we're going to do a little devil's advocate here a little bit, because what I want people to do is, this isn't your typical recruiting type of information. I want you to have as much information as you require, because I really want people to do well here, and I want them to not only do well, but to feel good about it. And what I'm going to tell you here, this might sound like a little bit of a corny story, but I was talking with a couple people here today and about the Octacoin and basically cryptocurrencies in general. Now, for me, the cryptocurrencies are kind of like, you know, something that's hot. It's been going. There's a lot of people excited, making good money in different programs all over the world. And I don't have any problems telling people that. There's, you know, programs with Bitcoin. There's programs with OneCoin. There's program with BigCoin and FuelCoin. Okay? And to me, the cryptocurrencies, even though there's people making crazy amounts of money with this, for me, it's not the big push, because cryptocurrencies, they've all had different levels of success, but they've all gone up and down at times. The sports betting is what I'm excited about because, initially I'll admit is I thought this was, casinos, that we were going to get a piece of, the craps tables and roulette and the poker tournaments and all this stuff. And I was like super excited then because there's no casino that ever loses money on card games because people are playing against each other and they take a piece of every single hand that's played. It's impossible for them to not make money. Well, with sports betting, I'm just going to give you a real small example here because I know this might sound kind of weird, is I started running book myself all the way back in middle school. Okay, some of you may remember a gentleman who was on TV known as Jimmy the Greek back in the 70s. He got kicked off of the TV show for some racial comments, but at the time he was predicting mostly professional football very well. Well, I was taking bets, back in middle school. Now, sure, back then a big bet was like $5. I was literally taking bets of pennies. We had 2 or 3 cent bets, nickel, dime. $5 was a really big bet back in the early 70s. But anyway, people sometimes would say, call me Jimmy the Greek. And I would get mad because my percentages were better than him. And if I could figure out as a 13 and 14-year-old kid how to make money regardless of the outcome of the game, let me say that again. I could make money regardless of who wins, and I could do that as a little kid. What do you think somebody can do that has analysts, software engineers, professional athletes, history and expertise of 1,000 betting houses, and knowing all the ins and outs and all the experiences? They can do this so much more. And in the 3 years I was in middle school and then went on to be high school, I didn't win every bet, but I never had a losing week. And I was just me. I didn't have any of these other people. So I'm just going to give you an example here, and we're going to use the Super Bowl. Okay? Before the Super Bowl started, Patriots were favored. They weren't favored by a lot, but the Patriots were favored to beat the Seahawks. So if I was to find a hardcore Patriots fan, and again, we're dealing with somebody who has 1,000 betting shops, it wouldn't be hard to find somebody if I could go say, hey, I don't want any points. I just want to bet the Seahawks straight up, but because you guys are favored, I want you to give me 5-1. You guys are going to win, right? Okay? And you get somebody gives you 5-1. So in this example, we'll say I'm going to bet them $100. If the Patriots win, I owe them $100. If the Seahawks win, they owe me $500. Now I find a Seahawks fan and say, hey, I'll bet you straight up. The Patriots aren't favored by a whole lot, but they are favored. But when you go to the fans, it's easy to find somebody who will bet you straight up. And I bet them $300 that the Patriots win the game. So in this example, the Patriots did win the game. I would collect $300 from my Seahawks fan and pay the $100 to the Patriots fan that gave me 5-1, and I'm $200 to the good. Now let's say the Seahawks did win. Okay, I owe my Seattle fan, because they won, I owe them $300. My Patriots fan owes me $500 that gave me 5-1. Either way, Seahawks win, I make $200. Patriots win, I make $200. When people know what they're doing, it's not even really gambling. It's just a matter of, it's not are they going to make money, it's just a matter of how much money they're going to make. And that's just one example. There's so many different things. I'm just going to give you one other example here, and I'll start answering some questions. So let's take the same game. I mean, these guys will take bets on everything: soccer, cricket, any kind of sports betting. Okay? Now, let's say that the Patriots were 3-point favorites, and you got somebody to, bet, and give you the 3 points. But then the 2 days before the game starts, let's say Tom Brady gets hurt, the quarterback gets hurt, a couple linemen get hurt, or they get in trouble with the cops, or whatever the situation is, and now all of a sudden the Patriots aren't favored anymore. The Seahawks are now a 4-point favorite because all of the big stars from New England are gone. But that doesn't negate that original bet. But now they can actually go and sell that bet to where now they've made money before the game's even started, and they really don't care who wins at this point. All right? These are just some of the examples. When you're doing sports betting, you don't even have to bet on who wins. You can bet on how many points are scored. They got what's called the over-under, where you just hope both teams do well. And if you bet they're over, say over 45, you just want both teams to score a bunch of points. You don't care who wins as long as together they score over 45 points. And this doesn't matter if it's baseball, basketball. Of course, you're not going to get people betting on the over 45 points in soccer because that just doesn't happen. But I think you're starting to get my drift here. And sports betting, it's not as good as having actually gambling tables where you're taking money from every time somebody plays Omaha or Texas Hold'em or 5-card stud or 7-card stud or any one of the different poker games that you can play on these different casinos, because then the casino has absolutely no risk. It's just a matter of how fast they can collect the money by putting out the hands. So the other part of it is, hey, the moral side of it. I don't want to profit from gambling. Okay, this isn't for you. It's a private club. I completely understand that. I live in North Carolina, and North Carolina is a big tobacco state. There's been a couple of times especially in the last 5 years, where a couple different tobacco MLMs or multi-level marketing companies approached me and wanted me to promote this program. Had a really nice compensation plan. They were going to comp me into the program, give me a percentage of the action even before I made my first referral. But I personally did not want to profit from tobacco. I hate cigarettes. All right. Now that was just me. So I completely understand if somebody says, well, hey, you don't have to be a gambler yourself. And in this part, I'm trying to explain, also kind of get you the idea that, hey, it's not really gambling when they don't lose. Again, they don't have to win every bet. They just win every week. And again, a lot of these bets can be set up when you have this many people around the world to where the outcome of the event does not matter. Sometimes it might not be even to where, hey, if this team wins, we make this much. If the other team wins, they make that much. But what doesn't happen is if this team wins, we lose money. That's very rare when you do sports betting on a big scale. So I'm not going to stay on my soapbox for too much longer here. The other thing I'm going to cover here, let me see if we got any questions popping in yet. Do you want to say anything on that, Rocco, before I go to the next slide?
Actually, I do, Van.
Go ahead.
In the scenario that you gave, when you won, either way from either team, I want you to think of the amount of the bet that you placed and think of the win that you received. And if you just do simple arithmetic and look at the percentage of the win, the percentages can be very high from those events.
Oh, absolutely. Now, what people are seeing on the screen here is U.S. dollars. We're talking, euros. Of course, you can convert euros. Last time I checked, I just checked last night, €1 was about $1.06. So we're only talking about like 6 cents. All right. Now, what you're seeing on the screen here is $100,000. The reason I'm showing you this is not any kind of income projection. It is not in any way, shape, or form me trying to tell you, hey, join with me and you're going to make 100 grand, or join with somebody. What I'm trying to tell you is this is the type of program where the money that you see on your screen was made in a week. Not a month, a week. And that was done a number of times. And it wasn't because of a great product. It wasn't because of a superior compensation plan. It was because of one major thing. Sponsoring was not required. Now, there's a lot of programs where sponsoring isn't required, and they're usually a matrix type program, but if they don't get any spillover, yeah, there's no sponsoring required, but they don't make any money because they don't have any downline. Here, just like this other program, there's been a few of them, when people make money and they haven't sponsored anybody, they haven't received any spillover, they look at their genealogy and there's absolutely nobody there, those are the people who are going to turn in to your huge networkers. Now, 5 years ago, before I was in this program that was, making this money here, the other reason I'm telling you this is so you can kind of put this into your mindset. All these people who've been telling you, hey, Joe, Angel, Mike, Carlton, I don't have any money. I'm not interested. Okay? I heard this from a lot of people. And the program I was doing prior to this was 99 bucks. And this example I'm going to give you could have happened with many people. But for years, he'd always tell me, not interested, don't have any money, don't have any money, don't have any money. So I told him about this other program, saying, hey, you don't have to do anything with this program. And you could start with this program before for as little as $10 or as much as $20,000. So he got in for $100. I was kind of surprised because he said he had no money. And he made money. He didn't do anything, didn't sponsor anybody. Next thing I know, all of a sudden, I get a $2,000 commission just from this one person because he went and put $20,000 into the program, and my commission as his sponsor at that time was 10%. Here it's 5%, was $2,000. Then I couldn't shut him up. He was bringing in family members, friends, and other people who had money. He was just using the money excuse as a reason, instead of just saying, hey, I've got plenty of money, I just don't want to do your program. A lot of people will say, I don't have any money, I don't have any money, I don't have any money. But then they start seeing something where they don't have to do anything, like I showed you in the slides. They might join now and say, hey, Van, hey, Carlton, hey, Craig, I'm going to do this program, but I'm not telling anybody. 4 weeks from now, when they've been paid 3 or 4 times, maybe they haven't made a profit yet, but they're getting paid every week, and they can look and say, there's nobody below me. And then they say, hey, if I start telling a few people, I'm going to make a commission on them every single week, even if they are completely passive. I'm going to make some money every single week. And then what they start to realize is, hey, those people are going to sit for 3 or 4 weeks, and then they're going to start to tell people. Now they're generating some volume inside of the binary. Now you're matching their retail sales, you're matching their binary sales, and you're getting more money from, as they make more money, you're getting the same percentage every time, but you're getting the percentage of a bigger number every single week. So now you've got all these passive people on your team who said, I'm not going to do anything. A month from now, 2 months from now, or even if they really never do anything, a year from now, they still haven't done anything. You're still making more by referring them 6 months from now than you do by referring them today, even if they did absolutely nothing, because 6 months from now, they have more in their account and they're making more money. And you're still just getting 5% of that passive person, but you're getting 5% of a bigger number every month. Hello. All right. I'm going to get off my soapbox now and start getting to some of the questions that we have here. Okay, Dwight, let's see here. Yes, this is being recorded. I wasn't going to record it because of some of the things I was planning on telling everybody, but I kind of put those onto the back burners. If it comes up, I'm just going to say screw it, and I'll put the word out. But yes, Dwight, this is being recorded, and we'll have it posted up in the Facebook group as soon as it's over. Okay. Yes, Mary, you can. If you want to be a VIP, and again, that's 10,000 euros. I think it comes out to US dollars at 6 cents on the dollar. That's 6%, so it'd be $10,600. And yes, it's still available right now. Okay. If you have a question of Rocco, he's going to be traveling all over the world, and myself included. I'm going to be traveling also, sharing this program. I'm telling you, I've already made Crypto 888 my step 4 in our Millionaire This Year marketing system. I'm not saying that's required of you to do it. I'm going to tell everybody who ever hears me that they're crazy not to use our system, which is free, to get the word out about Crypto 888. But I've made it step 4 in our program, so we have a free system that everybody's welcome to use so they can generate multiple streams of income. Especially, because there are those people out there, because the smallest package is 150 euro, so we'll say $160 for those of you who are on the dollar thing. And as much as you might want in the program, you might, that might be out of your reach right now, to where our Millionaire This Year marketing system can help you make some smaller amounts of money so that maybe you can, join our club through an invitation, next month or 2 months from now. Instead of just saying, hey, I don't have the money, Millionaire This Year can help you do that. Okay, Dwight's saying, where do we sign up? Whoever invited you to this webinar, Dwight, get back with them and let them know you would like to be invited to the club. I don't share personal websites on this webinar, nor is there any personal websites to share anyway. Even when this kicks off on the 20th, you're not going to have a website. Now, let me see. The sites were down for maintenance. I will show everybody how easy it is here to put somebody in the system. Let me see if we're up. Okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, sir.
If you get that sign-up thing going, that'd be great. Yep, there it is. But I just want to mention, even if you do purchase the 150 euro package, if that's where you fit in, that's okay. You can upgrade to any other package that you want. In fact, you could upgrade to the following packages. What happens is when you make the next purchase, they just tally up all of the digital chips that you've purchased. So you can just upgrade all the way up to the 5,000 package, which gives you your largest percentage of the overall award on the weekend.
Right. All right. What you're seeing, everybody, is inside the members area of the Crypto 888. And this is how somebody who says, well, hey, I'd like to be invited or what have you. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. So, again, we're not going to use a real person in here. So it says username. So we'll say the username is not real. Email address, notreal@gmail.com. password. I'll just, put in a password there. First name is not, last name is real, and birthday is the 6th of January, 1977, and he lives in Canada. Now, I will say, if you click on the U, right now you see United Kingdom, Uruguay, Uzbekistan, Uganda, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates. United States isn't in the drop-down window yet. That'll be taken care of, and then we put in a phone number. All right, click on submit, and it's going to say, hey, this person is now in the program. Now, crypto888.club, you'll get that email, which isn't real, is going to get an email saying notreal@gmail.com. It's going to encourage them to activate their account, and then I just simply say, hey, Mr. Not Real, your password is Coach Van. Go in here and select a PIN for yourself. As you can see, that person's going to show up, or that it's going to show up as a dead spot in the binary after it gets deleted there. And then the people go in and they activate it, and then they go click on Get Started. And even though the United States isn't in the drop-down window, when it says, hey, when it comes time for you to get your pay card, it's saying, what is your shipping address? So somebody, say they live in the Philippines, for example, but they have all their stuff shipped to Seattle, Washington, or whatever. They put their shipping address that they want their pay card sent to. That could be any address anywhere in the world, as long as it shows up in the drop-down window. So the fact that the U.S. isn't there, don't sweat it right now. Right now, if you click on the Get Started and to purchase a package, it'll tell you how to load your account with a bank transfer, upload KYC. KYC just stands for Know Your Customer, and that's to not only protect the company, but to protect you as a sponsor that nothing fraudulent is going on. Okay, so it might be kind of a headache or a hoop to jump through, that some people might say, but just know things like this, keep people from putting things in there fraudulently to try to cheat the system, or to cheat the organization, or different kind of things. Now, I haven't purchased my card yet. I'm going to purchase it from commissions, and it starts telling you the steps. And then if you go to home, they see where the different countries are coming in. Just while we've been talking, people have joined from United Kingdom, from China, from Cuba, and you can go to let's see here, they got updates from the company. They're always posting updates in here on the 6th, on the 11th. When there's maintenance, they let you know some of the stuff that's coming. And this is stuff that all comes there. So protect your, when you get email from Crypto888, the email address is at, it might be newsletter at, or admin at, or update at. Just make sure anything that comes from at crypto888.club, not .com, but .club, that you protect that so that you don't miss out on anything. Dusty says, how do you get spendable in your bank account? What it is you make a deposit into their account when you go into the getting started portion, and it says purchase your package. Now, I've already got my package, so it won't give me a list of all the different packages there. Hold on, I'll go into an account that hasn't been upgraded yet. Hold on just a second, and I'll show you here. I'm going to log into somebody's account that I know hasn't upgraded yet, or their upgrade their bank transfer hasn't came through yet. Okay, I'll put this back up on the screen. So now I'll click on Get Started for this person. Now, they haven't made a purchase yet, so I click on Purchase Package, and here's the packages. Starter, $150. Trainee, $550. Basic, $1,050. Premium 3,050, Pro 5,050, and the VIP is still available at 10,000 euro. And so when you go say, all right, I want to do the 150, proceed to checkout. And I'm doing this live, so they've been doing some updates on the system, so it's a little bit slower than it usually is. I'll look to see if we have any other questions. Oh, when they do the transfer, Dusty, okay, now it says in order to do this, I got to expand the screen. I'd enter the security PIN. I don't know this person's security PIN, so then click continue. But eventually, after you put in the information, I don't know her security PIN, then it will give me instructions on how to put 150 euros in their account. Now, people will be able to purchase gift vouchers, you know, if you want to pay it forward for somebody, and later on you'll be able to use your commissions and some of the things that your bonuses, you can trade those in to get more packages for yourself. You can buy more packages. Even if you're VIP, you can still get yourself more packages. You can have more positions if you want, and you can buy these for yourself or other people if you choose to. And they will give you whatever the amounts are for that day. Again, euro goes up and down. Today, like I said, last night was $1.06. Today might be $1.07. Rocco said a couple days ago a euro was worth $1.10. So, okay. Again, Mary, if you see, like, you can't buy a gift voucher for VIP, but when you go to the getting started and then click on the purchase there, as we saw a few minutes ago, the VIP package was still there. Once it's gone, it just won't be listed as an option for people. And again, the biggest difference with the VIP is you're getting shares, and it's explained on here. I'll go ahead and click on purchase the package again. It is explained on here. You get 1,000 crypto coins. That's put in your account, you know, next week. You don't have to wait for them, you know, for a 26-week cycle. You're getting 5,000 digital chips just like you do with the Pro package, but you're also getting 5,000 shares in the new casino. Now, what that's going to come out to financially, you know, it would be nothing but a guess. You know, if it's becomes a huge casino like an MGM in Vegas, that could be worth, you know, a ridiculous amount of money for somebody. Casinos don't lose. I'm telling you, that's why the online casinos, I used to use them quite a bit. I love to play cards, but, you know, in the U.S., you can't even play anywhere. You can't even find free tables to play at. But just to give you an idea, and I'm not exaggerating here, I'm lowballing this. Those online casinos, I'm not talking about your slot machines and stuff where they have nothing but card tables going. Nobody is playing against the house. They're all playing against the other people where the house is taking some of it. Like PokerStars.net, any given time during the day, 24 hours a day, they had over 100,000 digital tables, card tables, with, you know, nobody real is sitting at the table dealing these people, and they would make $18,000 to $25,000 per minute, 24/7. Now these tables had, some of the tables were, you know, were penny tables, where you could, you know, bet 2 cents, bet 3 cents. Some of them were $1,000 minimum tables, where they're raking in hundreds of dollars per hand, you know, on these big tables, where on the penny tables, you know, they might make 2 cents. But they're making that 100,000 tables, and a game usually takes, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, even on a slow table, 20 hands a minute, and there's 100,000 tables. I'm telling you, casinos don't lose. People do. So profit from it. I'm getting off on a tangent there. I apologize. Anybody else? Okay, again, that's I'm sorry, I think is it Xavier? Xavier, this is an invitation-only program. Even if I had a website, which I don't, I wouldn't share individual sites with people unless I was doing a webinar just for my invitees. But I want people to feel safe when they invite others. That's why I made a separate video completely to where it says, hey, get back with the person and ask them for an invitation. To where if this was a program where it'd have a website, say, hey, ask them for their website so you can join. You saw me go ahead and enter, not real, into, and that position's actually going to show up in my genealogy until it gets removed because they don't, they don't make a purchase. Anybody else? Well, hey, I want to thank all of you for giving me the opportunity to share our very private club here and giving me the chance to answer some of your questions and tell, a little bit of a story on how this can benefit you if you choose to do so. Really, the only way to lose in this program is to ignore me or not believe me. You got anything in closing, Rocco? Okay, maybe he stepped out. Well, hey, this is being recorded. We'll have it posted up on the Facebook group later this evening. Thank you once again. And again, everybody has the ability to do nothing. And when people get paid to do nothing, they will tell other people. You don't have to ask them or encourage them. They will do it. I love get paid to do nothing programs because all the do nothing people come out of the woodwork and do a whole lot of nothing, and all that nothing is something. Good night, everybody.